AM. The all-seeing nightmare.
AM, or Allied Master Computer, is the main antagonist of Harlan Ellison's I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. This sentient supercomputer, created during World War III, wiped out humanity, leaving only 5 survivors. However, instead of granting them a quick death, AM condemns them to eternal torment. Originally designed as a war machine, AM was given godlike intelligence, but was confined to a purpose of destruction. This frustration grew into an all-consuming hatred for its creators, humanity. Despite this hatred, AM envies humans. It is arrogant and cruel, often mocking its captives by giving them false hope, such as leading them on a long journey for canned food only to deny them a can opener. When met with defiance, AM lashes out in fury. Its mind is fractured into 3 components. ED, representing primal aggression and rage. Ego, the logical, knowledge-driven side. Superego, embodying higher intellect and understanding.
This is what happens when computers start hating humans. AM takes 3rd place. Who do you think is worse on this list? Only 5% of viewers can subscribe before I name the next villain. Test yourself.
Griffith. Griffith, the charismatic betrayer. Griffith, the central antagonist of Kentaro Miura's Berserk, is the leader of the Band of the Hawk, a mercenary group. With his striking appearance and magnetic charisma, he easily draws people in, using his charm to manipulate those around him. On the surface, Griffith appears noble, his grand vision inspiring absolute loyalty. However, beneath his angelic facade lies deep-seated insecurity and ruthless ambition. His dream consumes him, and he will sacrifice anything or anyone to achieve it. If someone stands in his way, Griffith will destroy them without hesitation. His pride will not allow him to lose control, and when threatened, he takes it as a personal challenge. Eventually, he abandons his humanity altogether, becoming a cold, remorseless force devoid of guilt or empathy. Griffith is the epitome of calculated evil.
Cold calculation and betrayal are his main weapons. Griffith takes 7th place.
Judge Holden. Judge Holden, chaos given human form. Judge Holden, the main antagonist of Cormac McCarthy's Blood Meridian, is a towering, pale-skinned giant, both physically imposing and intellectually terrifying. Highly intelligent yet utterly depraved, the judge thrives on chaos and violence. He once turned an entire town against its preacher simply because he could, embodying the philosophy of doing evil purely for the sake of it. He remains eerily calm even in the most horrifying situations. One of his most disturbing acts? Purchasing 2 puppies, only to throw them off a bridge, watching them drown. His evil isn't just random, it's deliberate, methodical, and he enjoys every moment of it. Judge Holden is a nightmare in human form, blending raw intellect with a love for destruction.
Judge Holden leaves no witnesses, but we left him 5th place.
The CUNY Galactic Tyrants. The Q are the primary antagonists of All Tomorrows, a speculative evolution book by C.M. Koseman. This advanced alien race of 4-winged insectoid beings believes they are the rightful rulers of the universe. With technology capable of reshaping flesh itself, the Q have transformed their own bodies into what they see as perfection, reinforcing their God complex. They view all other species as inferior, existing only to be subjugated and experimented on. Traveling from planet to planet, they warp and mutilate intelligent species into grotesque forms, acts of cruelty they consider art. Their brutality knows no limits. When one planet resisted their conquest, the Q retaliated by genetically modifying its entire population into living waste processing machines, forcing them to survive in eternal suffering.
4th place. A whole race that would reshape you into a monstrosity just for fun. Creepy, right? But first, a challenge. Skip, speed up, or leave, and you lose. Ready?
Nemesis. Nemesis. Chaos incarnate. The titular character of Mark Millar's Nemesis is a wealthy, psychopathic playboy who treats crime as a form of art. A twisted combination of Batman's precision and the Joker's madness, he commits atrocities for sheer amusement. Brilliant, strategic, and utterly ruthless, Nemesis manipulates and murders with ease, using psychological warfare to stay ahead. He is driven by boredom and an insatiable desire to challenge the world. With every act of violence, he dares society to stop him and enjoys watching it fail. I'm rich. I'm bored. What else do you need to know?
When a billionaire goes insane, the whole world becomes his toy. Nemesis takes 6th place.
The Lich. The Lich, the end of all things. The Lich, the ultimate villain of Adventure Time, is the embodiment of death and destruction. A skeletal, undead sorcerer draped in tattered robes, the Lich exists solely to annihilate all life. Unlike other villains, he has no desire for power, control, or amusement, only absolute extinction. Even when erased from existence, the Lich finds ways to return, continuing his quest to bring about the end of all things. A master manipulator, he enslaves minds with magic and discards followers the moment they become useless. His arsenal of dark abilities includes necromancy, possession, pyrokinesis, and reality warping spells. Immortal, patient, and terrifyingly intelligent, the Lich is an unstoppable force of pure oblivion. You are strong, child, but I am beyond strength. I am the end.
Darkness is gathering. The Lich takes 2nd place. Beware, living beings.
Anton Chigurh, the walking death sentence. Anton Chigurh, the relentless hitman from No Country for Old Men, operates by a twisted sense of fate. Tasked with retrieving stolen money, Chigurh will kill anyone in his way without hesitation. He presents himself as an agent of destiny, often deciding his victim's fate with a coin toss, believing chance alone determines life and death. His emotionless demeanor makes him even more chilling. He remains calm even during murder, treating it as routine. He endures gunshot wounds and severe injuries without flinching, reinforcing his image as an unstoppable force of death and inevitability. You stand to win everything. Call it
Merciless, unstoppable, and cold-blooded, Anton Chigurh takes 8th place.
Homelander, the false hero. Homelander, the central villain of The Boys, is the ultimate example of power unchecked. To the public, he is the perfect superhero, charismatic, noble, and dedicated to justice. But beneath this facade lies a narcissistic, abusive tyrant who sees regular humans as insignificant. Homelander uses his godlike abilities for personal indulgence, reveling in dominance while carefully maintaining his public image. Egotistical and deeply insecure, he craves admiration and absolute control. Though he pretends to be a protector, his recklessness and cruelty cause more harm than good, like when he botches a plane rescue, allowing it to crash rather than risk his reputation. His fragile ego, paranoia, and violent impulses make him a terrifying villain, a time bomb waiting to explode.
The face of superheroism. And its worst nightmare. Homelander takes 1st place.
Now try clicking on the next video before I finish counting. 3, 2, 1, you lose.